Hi everyone, let's take this practice test together. It's been a minute, but I'm back. Been busy, but I'm here for you. Yep, yep, yep. Okay, network is bad. Let's go. This section will have 15 to 18 questions. For each question, you'll see a word on the screen. You will have 5 seconds to decide if the word is a real word in English. Wish me luck. Mayor, of course. Intentmental. Don't think so. Concurrent, not sure. Vandalism, yes. Unattainable, yes. Worthless, no. Lesson, yes. Disappease, no. Angry, I'm not sure. No, yes. It's getting easier. That means I failed some. Recitorate, no. Rodor, ignoration, no. Mediocre, yes. Scenery, dealt it. Respectionally, no. Ultimately, yes. Dissertation, yes. Fill in the blanks section will have 6 to 9 questions. For each question, you will see a sentence with an unfinished word. You'll have 20 seconds to complete the sentence with the correct word. I'm ready. Let's go. Is anyone else tired of the outdated magazines and doctors waiting room? When explaining economic phenomena, different mathematical models may lead to different interference. Shoot, the silence of the moonlight was pierced by the sudden chilling hour of a distant wolf. Reading other success stories can significantly increase your personal motivation to start your own business. True. I had to disable the alarm system. Celebrities often film commercials to end what? I don't know what that word is. Endure? I don't know what that word is. All my belongings fit into the small suitcase. Their gentle words had a therapeutic effect, soothing my aching heart. Behind the frosted glass door of the glass freezer. I almost didn't get that, but thank God I did. Whoops! 18 to 21 questions from 3 question types. Read and complete, listen and type, and read aloud. It will take 30 minutes. Let's go, let's go. I'm ready. Let's go.
There's a restaurant in the hotel.
Always end with a full stop.
There's a restaurant in the hotel.
There's a restaurant in the hotel. If it's a question, end the question mark.
There's a restaurant in the hotel.
Yeah, there's a restaurant in the hotel. There's a food group is a collection of foods that share similar nutritional properties or biological classifications. Read first, then record. A food food group is a collection of foods that share similar nutritional properties or biological classifications.
This meeting helped a lot of people understand the problem. This meeting helped a lot of people understand the problem.
This meeting helped a lot of people understand the problem.
This meeting helped a lot of people understand the problem.
These, singular, they help students and researchers understand the order of chronology of historical events for a subject. They help students and researchers understand the order or chronology of historical events for a subject. Type the missing letters to complete the text below. A challenging biology department. The biology department at my school is very difficult. They require all these, all their students to take multiple courses in the sciences, and I hear the grading is strict. At least students will probably be able to find good careers after graduation, although not all are able to complete the program. I think this is good. We're good to go. Multiple, more than one, require, they need, strict. Yeah, good to go.
All of these scenarios increase the demands for modern refrigeration and manufactured ice. All of these scenarios increase the demands for modern refrigeration and manufactured ice. All of these scenarios increase the demands for modern refrigeration and manufactured ice.
The position of a person is their status or responsibility in a community or a group of people. The position of a person is their status or responsibility in a community or group of people.
I felt very sorry that I put them to so much trouble. I felt very sorry that I put them to so much trouble. I felt very sorry that I put them to so much trouble.
Type missing letters. William Herschel stereostat. I'm not sure I pronounced that well. In 1785, William Herschel theorized about the life cycle of stars, in which a star would exist for a limited amount of time before exploding in a dramatic event called a supernova. He also suggested that afterward it would collapse into a ball of gas from which new stars would emerge. Right. We have done something about supernovas in a different section before, so this was literally a breeze. Collapse, when something breaks into itself, when something stops being a whole and crumbles into tiny pieces of powders or whatever. Yeah, emerge is for something new to come out of something. Or anyway, we're done with this. Let's move on to the next one.
Small and large steamboats and riverboats worked on lakes and rivers. Small and large steamboats and riverboats worked on lakes and rivers.
I forgot to listen for the last time. He claimed that his decision was because he was concerned for the orchestra's well-being. He claimed that his decision was because he was concerned for the orchestra's well-being.
The company prioritized the use of recycled materials during the manufacturing process. The company prioritized the use of recycled materials during the manufacturing process. The company prioritized the use of recycled materials during the manufacturing process.
The controller then tells the input to turn off the power as the water is already boiling. The controller then tells the input to turn off the power as the water is already boiling. Attempt at an American.
You are a school teacher, aren't you?
This one ends. This is a question. So, what did I just spell as school?
You are a school teacher, aren't you?
You are a school teacher, aren't you? A comma before question tags.
You are a school teacher, aren't you?
You are a school teacher, aren't you? When it moves all the way around the clock, the minute hand moves forward one space. I had recorded before. Oh, I had started recording and I discovered my mic wasn't working. Now I'm getting similar questions and I was getting new set of questions that time, but we move. When it moves all the way around the clock, the minute hand.
Wine is made by the fermentation of the sugar in grapes.
My time went. But my time shouldn't have gone now.
Wine is made by the fermentation of the sugar in grapes.
Of the sugar in grapes.
Wine is made by the fermentation of the sugar in grapes.
Time shouldn't have gone that last time. Woo! Type in chat app faces rocky road to add revenue. Roughly 3 years after the photo sharing app Picard emerged as a significant player in the world of online messaging, the app is finally generating revenue, but don't expect to see many what? Advertisers, many big advertisers spending big money anytime soon. That's because the ad to appear only those two previous words in around in the app of users will unwittingly Now let's go back a few words after because I did rubbish, but let's read. That's because the app or which roughly 3 years after the photo sharing app picture to emerge as a significant player in the world wide, the app is finally generating revenue. While it has shown success with small networks in their brand, overall the company faces long experience continuing to see high revenue from advertising, shared buyers and the shares exit the company on test. The ads which app intended to which Jesus Christ which are intended to appear only in other users when who I don't know.
Despite graduating years ago, he still has access to his university email account. Despite graduating years ago, he still has access to his university email account. Despite graduating years ago, he still has access to his university email account.
Interactive reading. Chico has always loved music. We've done this before. But never knew how much until he found his new favorite band. Chio has always loved music but never knew how much until he found his new favorite band. He saw them in concert and was blown away. Couldn't believe that they had been playing for so long and he hadn't heard of them. What did Gio do after he saw his favorite band concert? He went to the computer store to his computer and bought every one of the CDs and posters he could find. No. Yep. How does you keep up with new videos from your favorite band? He watches their videos and follows them on every social media. I thought I had answered this. Select the idea that's expressed. What's wrong with the network? Section 1 have one conversation. You have 4 minutes to select 5 to 7 conversation terms and 75 seconds to write a summary. The summary I'm usually scared of, but let's go. You participate in a conversation about the scenario. You're an advanced studies student who is nearing the end of their undergraduate studies. You're trying to decide if you should apply for a job or you should apply for a doctoral program. You ask your professor for their opinion. Pick the best. Hi, Professor. Professor, I hope you're doing well.
Hi, I'm doing well, thanks. What can I do for you? That's a tough decision. Have you been looking at jobs in the field that you're interested in?
I've been looking at jobs in the field. Yeah, I've been looking, but most require at least a few years of experience.
That's true. A doctoral program would give you the opportunity to gain more knowledge and research experience in your field so that you can eventually get a job that you want. It definitely takes a lot of time and commitment, but it can be very rewarding. If you're not sure if an advanced degree is for you, why don't you try working in your field for a few years and then decide whether or not to pursue a doctorate later on?
Well, I'm not sure what to pick. That's a good idea. Thank you, Professor. Great idea. I'll see you tomorrow then. Okay, I'll do a little more research. Thanks, Professor. Let's go with this one. That's what I'll say if I was the one in this scenario, but I have a feeling it's wrong. Said it. Who sought advice from my professor on whether to get a doctorate degree or a job. He helped me decide. well by giving me advice and pointing out facts. Hi everyone. Hi. I'm taking practice test, so not sitting well. Write about the photo. Take up to 9 minutes. Okay. This image shows a golden, dark brown and white cat looking out a clear window on a very bright sunny day. Sitting and prepare to write about the topic below. You will have 5 minutes. Architecture. What's my own in architecture? The architecture and designers work hard to make homes as functional as possible. Do you think that their design characteristics their house and apartment should have? Provide examples of those characteristics to support your opinion. Design characteristics. To make home as it is currently, I believe the typical designed apartments and buildings have are sufficient for living comfortably. Also, I believe although each building is suited to the owner's taste, I think houses can be more physically appealing. I think that's double L, not sure. By adding some or all of the following. Big, bright, colored porches with mini gardens in front, I rise fancy roofs. That was supposed to be a comma. And really early kitchens. All of the aforementioned characteristics aforementioned features, let's use synonyms, are what I will appreciate in a building. I am claustrophobic and really large spaces are often therapeutic. I think I spelled rubbish. For me, let's just soothing. For me, what's the follow-up question? Okay. I hope you do well on this practice test. How could flexibility in design make a house or apartment more functional? Flexibility in design enables a house owner tweak those designs to taste at different stages in their lives. People tend to want different things. At my time is going different points. A spacious, a large, less cumbersome design of the sitting area in a house offers flexibility because more features or designs can be added eventually, or spaces cut out for other reasons. Let's go. I hope we do well. I hope we do well. Because we're taking this test together. If I fail, you will fail. Kidding, but we'll do well. Speaking session. Okay. I'm tired. I'm not sitting well, but I should be able to ace this.
What are some things you can do to have fun while working on tasks? What are some things you can do to have fun while working on tasks?
While working on tasks. Largely, I think it depends on the type of task you're working on. If it's a long-term task, you can take breaks, you can go for refreshments, meals, you can call a friend, you can take a nap. Some people find sleeping fun. Sometimes when you're really tired, you can see a movie. If the task spans over a couple of days, you can do that. But if it is a short spanned task, you can take a 5 minute break, work for 20 minutes at a time, take a 5 minute break at intervals to ease the stress of, not necessarily have fun, but ease the stress of. Now what you do during those 5 minutes breaks are what I think you can have fun with. You can scroll through social media. If you have a pet, you can play with your pet for those 5 minutes. You can have short conversations. If you have a roommate, or you're married, or you have somebody in your space, you can do that. And most certainly, you can take a walk for those 5 minutes around in the garden, if you have a garden at the back of your house, and you come back. So basically, I think you can do some of these things for fun, and everybody's definition of fun is different, but this is my definition of fun while doing tasks. Okay, the telephone picture. Let's go. Let's go. We got it. This picture shows different colors, shapes, and sizes of telephones, all placed on a light brown tabletop or countertop. The area where these telephones are placed are properly lit, and by the virtue of their designs and sizes, I believe they are telephones from different eras. I believe they are telephones that have evolved from centuries ago up until the current one, which is by the far left in the foreground of the picture. I can see an orange telephone, a peach telephone, an olive green telephone, a brown telephone, dark brown telephone, a light brown telephone that has a wooden texture, and they all have their wires attached to them. In the background of the picture are metals that seem to have rust, and I think at the background of the picture, the extreme background of the picture, there is a red background close to which a black wire is dropping. Yeah, the picture has telephones from different eras. How did that go? Please let me know in the comment section below. How did that go? Anyway, let's read this instruction. Discuss the importance of decorations in your home. What benefits do you see in investing in decorations? Are there any downsides? And why? Decorations in a home can either be beneficial or be disadvantageous. Now, the benefits I see in decorations are the fact that they make the space presentable. If you decorate your space according to how you like, apart from it being presentable to other people, you would be comfortable in your space. You would enjoy the time you spend in your space, and decorating it helps you indulge in things that you like, helps you bring your ideas and fantasies to life. I believe that all of these benefits are worth considering to see investing in decorations. Some downsides are the fact that your tastes change over time and you may have to keep decorating and redecorating, and you may not have the means to do that and probably be stuck with certain types of decorations for longer than you want to. Anyway, these are the things I think about decorations. Personally, I like simple spaces and I like to stay within my means. Yo, that wasn't that good. It wasn't that good. But let's see what we score. I think we're down to the last two questions, writing and speaking test. I don't know which one will come first, but let's go. We're writing now a positive interaction on social media made by famous persons. Because why this particular interaction stood out to you? Can I think of any? I usually advise think of something that has happened before if you cannot come up with things on the go. But I can't think of any now, so I'll come up with something on the go. An athlete I saw social on Instagram visited the high school she attended after living for almost 15 should know. I could tell that her presence awakened hopes that might have been lost in them. She spoke to a student particularly who clung to her side all through, and the student in question told her how participating in the Olympics was her dream. The interaction caught my attention because the athlete was observant enough to see the yearning in the student and kind enough to grant her audience. She may have not given the students material things, but her presence was invaluable and would be remembered for decades. Let's speak. I'm centralized today. Studying a foreign language is required in some schools. Overall, do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing? Explain your opinion. I think studying a foreign language is a good thing. Although, what I don't like about it being a requirement is the fact that you are not presented with a choice. You're made to do something whether or not you like it. Personally, I like it, but I believe some people will not like it, and I don't like the fact about studying a foreign language being a requirement in some schools. Now, I think it is a good idea in the sense that you would learn a language other than your mother tongue and be able to converse in that language. It will expose you and open you up to a lot of opportunities. There are certain job advertisements that require you to speak more than one language. Sometimes you're required to speak French, German, or myriad of languages like that. And being bilingual or multilingual or being, what's the word now? I can't remember the word. Or being vast in several languages sets you apart. You can work in almost any sector as long as speaking to people is important in that sector. In fact, it's safe to believe that 99% of the sectors for jobs in the whole world require speaking to people, or let's say 90% to be safe requires speaking to people, and there are people from different places with different languages. If you understand more than one language, you'd certainly be an asset. I think it's a very good thing because it opens you up to a lot of opportunities, and life basically is living out opportunities and it's taking opportunities, living them out and giving them your best. In the line of it being a bad thing, I'm not exactly of the opinion that it's a bad thing, although it can be difficult, it can be daunting. It's not the easiest thing to do, but I believe with time, dedication, practice, and everything, you'll be able to scale through and be able to become proficient in that language if it's one, and those languages if it is more than one. I think it's a good thing. I, for one, am learning French, and I think it's a good thing because of the opportunities that lay ahead of me that await me to grab and make the most of. Learning foreign languages is a good thing, and studying it in a school as a requirement, not exactly in support, it should be a choice. It shouldn't be compulsory. What? You guys, I scored more than 150 today. What? What? Oh wow, we passed. We didn't fail. Remember I said that we're doing together. If I fail, we failed, but we passed. I hope you take into consideration all of the new words you have learned, check them up, practice. Please take a practice test and let me know what you score below. Let me not talk too much. I'll see you in the next one. Toodles!